Hey guys, Prince of Macedon here, and we are going to do a commentary video on the replay, and I'll be commanding the Seleucids. My opponent's name is Patty Wampus 1 in command of the Odrysian Kingdom. So look at the armies here. Again, I am outnumbered because I went with a core of very elite units, and my opponent went with a more quantity here. So we're going to fight this on the Pyramids map. The rules were no artillery, and that was the only rule. So, I'm going to come forward here, and I got my skirmishers in the front. These are Syrian heavy archers, a regular archer unit, and I believe one more unit of Syrian heavy archers. There they are. They're kind of sneaking around. Just behind them, I've got my my thorax pikes, and I even have one unit of the elite silver shield pikemen, very famous unit historically. Then I got 4 units of these thorax swords, making up my second line of infantry. Then finally, I have a Hellenic cataphract unit, and then I have my general on an Agema cav. One here, and then one on the other side. My opponent's army, he's got a bunch of these Thracian cav, and he has also a Thracian royal cav unit. And he's got mercenary hoplites, Thracian warriors, mercenary hoplites, Thracian bowmen, Thracian nobles, Thracian bowmen, hoplites, more Thracian horsemen on the other side, plus a Thracian royal cav unit. So, I'm going to show you the overhead here. So he's got cav on both wings. It's a Thracian royal cav and a Thracian horseman unit. So one is a jav cav unit, other is more for melee. And I'm going to redirect my attention towards the right, as you can see. So I've got my Agema cav going for a charge on these Thracian royal cav, and then I've got my general coming in to join. Both of these are Agema cav. My Hellenic cataphract unit is on the other wing. So I'm going to go for a charge here. And then at the same time, he's got his mercenary hoplites coming in. But while that's going on, I've got my Agema cav general coming, plus this unit of thorax swordsmen. So my charge for my general is going to knock out some of these mercenary hoplites. They're not going down that fast, are they? Nope. Meanwhile, he's got his Thracian guys over here, just pelting my guys with javelins. And over on the left side, I threw in my Hellenic cataphract unit, but they are not doing so well. They are pretty much alone, taking on these Thracian horsemen and royal Thracian cav, mercenary hoplites. But I also have my thorax swords coming on this side too. And he's got his general coming in for a charge, but my my archers, you know, they snuck behind my phalanx line. That's all I had to do over there. So I am shattering this unit of Thracian warriors. They're gone now, so that frees up my unit of thorax swords and my general over here. So I'm going to charge into the backs of these mercenary hoplites, and I'm going to throw up my my general abilities. Meanwhile, this unit is untouched. They're just sitting here at will, throwing javelins as they please. But it looks like now they might be out of javelins. So it's a very desperate fight on the right, and an equally desperate fight on the left too. He's getting the better of me on the left, as you can see. But my Hellenic cataphracts are doing pretty well, but they should not be in a melee fight like this. They should be here for shock charges. Managed to break this unit of Thracian warriors with my thorax swords, so they're going to go bye-bye. And that's going to free up my thorax swords to charge into these Thracian royal cav on the left. And my archers are dicing up his skirmishers. Now I'm going to target these Thracian nobles who have decided to assist the fight over on this side. But yeah, most of my attention is devoted over here, as you can see. This is where my general's at. But my general is dying though. He's down to 16 men already. 16 from 60. So it's not a it's a very messy fight on the side. Anyways, I do start to take out my my slower moving thorax pikes. I'm gonna get them to this side. So my cataphracts are pretty much done. Yeah, they're gone. But I'm gonna throw in my pikes over here to deal with these Thracian nobles who are kind of doing their own thing, but they're gonna run away. I got my archers shooting them too. So now I get the idea to shift my archers to this side, because I see my general dying. So I want to get my archers and start shooting the backs of these guys. My first target is his general. I'm gonna do an eye for an eye. So I got this unit of pikes leading the way, and the 3 archers just behind. Here's the tactical overhead. I am yellow, he is red, so you can see the red is destroying my left. And on the right's a bit more desperate, so I'm feeding both of my wings here. And I basically should have stopped feeding my left at this point. So with my pikes here, I'm going to start to cut my losses. I'm going to just reform a line over on this side when I see this unit breaking. These are my thorax swords. Yeah, once they're gone, there's really no point in continuing this march over there. They will stop eventually. And I'm going to tighten the distance between these 3, as you can see. These are my 2 thorax swords and my silver shields. And over on the right, that's where I have my archers out. They have no protection whatsoever, and my opponent saw that. So he's going to pull out his cav and go for my archers, and that was definitely something I was afraid of. I wanted to do my best to try to free up my thorax swords and my thorax pikemen over there. But unfortunately I could not rescue my archers. That was not a good thing. Very not good. So meanwhile, I'm going to put my pikes in a defensive perimeter. There's 3 of them here. I would like so much to link up this unit of pikes with the 3 over here. That is my goal, but look at all these Odrysians in the way. There's like no way I can get there, right? But I'm going to push forward with this unit of thorax pikes. I'm going to make this trek through Odrysian territory. Or it's actually the pyramids still, but hey, Egypt does belong to the Seleucids. It should. They've been fighting the Ptolemies for hundreds of years over Egypt. Anyhow, my opponent does have 2 archer units left, but they are severely depleted. They got badly beaten up by my archers before they broke eventually, so yeah, there's that. And my thorax swords on this side are still fighting, as you can see. Let's give you a nice old tactical overhead. So, all these red units are just roaming around, and it's still iffy if my thorax pikes can even win on this side. And I got my thorax pikemen chasing away those archers. See that? See how it's chasing it away? But now I'm going to shift courses and head towards my phalanx. As you can see, outnumbered. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to unite all my Sarissa troops, my phalanx troops, and I have to go for the noob square. And he should have been trying his best to prevent this. Like, put his cav between my pikes before they linked up, and just gang up on that pike unit coming. He could have sent these guys running around the other side over here and surrounded before they could unite over here. These guys could have easily made it over there in time, but instead he's going to let them sit there with all their blood camouflage. As you can see, I did kill their general, so he still has a general unit, but no general. So this is as good as a regular Thracian Royal Cav unit. So he still has those 2 units of archers, but they are not doing so well. But look at this, guys. This is my only recourse right now, is to form this noob square. And I still have this unit of swords. As you can see, they did make it. And my goal right now is to go after those archers. Give my noob square a fighting chance by eliminating these 2 archer units right there. So I'm going to run for it. He sees what I'm doing, and he is going to use his cav to deal with it. But I think he should have used his cav to keep my phalanx units from uniting, because look what I have now. I have a very solid new box. That's a very solid new box. He should have prevented that. And he had all the time in the world to do that. He had all the units in the world to do that too. But since he let me do it, now it's going to be extremely hard for him. His only hope now is to do as much damage as he can with these archers before they're out of ammo. And I believe at that point, this first line of Thracian bowmen are out of missiles. These guys still have a few more missiles left. And I got my thorax swords coming. Yeah, I was trying my best to chase after these archers, but he is going to use his cav to deal with this unit of thorax swords. Fact is, my guys are exhausted and they're down to 44. So I had very high hopes with these guys. Not too high, of course. Maybe I put too much hope on these guys killing those archers, but whatever. But all these horsemen coming to attack this unit, it's going to destroy my exhausted unit of thorax swords. That's not even a spoiler, you can just tell. I'm gonna try to face him. But here I just get charged. Charged from all sides, and of course my guys aren't gonna last too long in this kind of predicament. So yeah, it's starting to break now. Fact is, he only has one unit of archers left. The other guys are out of ammo. These guys have missiles. These guys do not, or is it vice versa? Doesn't matter. And it is up to my silver shields to ready the lines, keep all these other pikes in order, lead with bravery and experience. Yeah, during the wars of Alexander's immediate successors, these silver shields were pretty much like grandfather age. Yet they were still revered as being almost invincible, even by the guys who would be considered to be fighting age. Like, phalanx warfare was definitely skill-based. So these grandfathers would have annihilated a more able-bodied, or a more able-aged unit of pikes, just because of their experience level, and they knew how to thrust. But here is the situation. I'm surrounded, but fact is, I'm not too surrounded. Like, he really should have stopped me from forming this box. He had the manpower and the time to do it, but he let it happen. A very gross oversight. Had he prevented that, I think this would have been a lot easier for him to win. But here I'm gonna make it kind of difficult, as you can see. I got the carrion pigeons ready to feast on whoever loses this battle. This, the Thracian wars are going to brush up against my Sarissas here. So I think he loses one guy. Yeah, that guy. What's good for the complexion? Alright, 2 guys died. Anyhow, I'm being attacked by what few missiles he has left. So this guy's going to come in for a charge with first the Thracian nobles. Well, I think if you're going to attack, you might as well send everybody in. Let me screenshot that. So he's going to bide his time. But yeah, we both have no general, so there's no morale edge, really. Well, I think, if they do surround my guys, then they might have a slight morale advantage. Then they'll feel like, well, my guys will feel like they're surrounded. It's hard to say when your guys are boxed up like this, who has the morale edge, and there's no general anymore. No slacking, man. Oh, you know what? He still had missiles here. He should have expended all of his ammo before sending his guys in. I thought he was out of missiles, but he still has that 1 unit firing. Should have definitely waited. It probably wouldn't have helped at this point, but I think any little, provides some kind of hope. Alright, here comes his cav for the charge. Those guys will get impaled. And the Sarissas, so were these guys. Oh man. Oh man. No. Oh, poor horses. No. Alright, so now there'll be a mass break of his units. So my opponent definitely should have won this fight. And he definitely should have prevented my new box from happening, because that was so telegraphed. Like, my new box was forming up in super slow motion. You know, that's when I had 3 in position, but my other one was like so far and isolated from the rest of the phalanx units. So I still think my opponent should have won this battle. So you can see the damage here. And my archers did a lot of damage. Look at that. That one killed 115. And then this unit, the Thorax Swords, killed 184 units. Over on his side, his general did a lot of damage, 93 kills. This one had 89 kills. And those were just Jav Cav. That's a lot. Probably a lot of those were archer kills. Remember when I sent those 3 units unsupported, and they went for my archers? That was pretty rough experience. Alright guys, good game to Patty Wampus 1, and hope you enjoyed this battle of the Seleucid Empire.